think a woman should have that instinct already in them because I wasn't taught, or, a lot of women weren't taught how to keep up or keep a man in general, especially learning recently how women just are gonna purposely try to take your man anyway. So you gotta keep yourself up and to make sure you're the same as when he first fell in love with you, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was also gonna say, like, there's a whole trend on TikTok of like when you first get with your man versus like months later or
I've
a
seen
year
that,
later.
and they're like out of shape and shit.
Yes, and then they get out of shape. They're wearing the teeth. Like she's like, I don't have to be cute anymore. Like when you pass the get cute stage, now it's the comfortable stage, and they like literally only wear bonnets and big t-shirts and don't get cute anymore. Like that's
real.
It shouldn't be
That's
like
real.
once you get comfortable, you stop getting cute. It's like once you have him, you should continue to get cute and sometimes like put more effort so that you can, keep that up.
Then they wonder why motherfuckers leave and cheat. Like shit, you just gonna come over here and turn into a ham sandwich?
Nah. My thing is like you gotta. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta lead on all fronts. Sometimes you just gotta say, "Babe, I like when you wear your hair like that." Every time I see you, I want you to wear your hair like that.
But do you want to?
I've done it.
Do you want? I mean, nah.
I mean, I get it. So I get it. Sometimes you don't want to have to do that, but living in this world, and if we gonna come to the realization that a lot of these women didn't have a father, then sometimes if you really like a woman, then yeah, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to
tell
her
how you feel. Tell how you feel.
I
got
you.
Yeah,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's next?
I don't know, man.
What's up,
You've been married for a long time, man.
Yeah, and I still get more respect from a lot of y'all girls than y'all do.
I'm single, man. Don't say y'all. I don't generalize it.
I'm not talking about y'all on the panel. I'm saying in general.
Yeah.
I don't get how women just argue with their man so much. I see it all the
They
time.
don't respect them.
And I don't know. Me and my fiance, I can't tell you an argument we've had. So I don't know. And all the time, people like it. They both, the guys starting to like to fight too. Well, with the women, it's just
some of these chicks think that's a badge of honor to be able to sit there and argue with a motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? Like, and I look at the niggas
y'all don't
crazy
see
for arguing back.
Y'all don't see my chick getting out of order.
That's crazy.
Because remember, being married for a long time is supposed to be an environment where people feel super comfortable, right? And I've seen people that's been married for a long time and they argue or they say some of the wildest shit or they just get super, all of that shit. Like, as my chick age, she gets more submissive. You don't hear her talking back or arguing or doing none of that shit. Like I don't have the same problems that y'all have. So, I can't relate. I can't relate to how it is that y'all able to move and y'all able to deal with these unruly, belligerent chicks inside of y'all household. It's disrespectful. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
It's also a reflection of leadership.
You think so?
No, you can't blame the
It
guy.
can't. No,
hold on. Let her talk.
I'm not saying it's solely on him, but just in the same way you are to guide your children in the way that they should go, you should be, as the man, I believe, guiding your wife, your woman, or whatever in the way that she should go. Now, there's going to be some women that's just not going to work with, and maybe that's not who you should be with. But for the most part, I think you should be able to step up and lead her. And if she's not the kind of woman who's going to submit and allow you to lead, and that's what you want, then that's not where you need to be.
That's good.
I was just going to say that. So do you think like the best leadership decision for a bad applicant is to not choose them to begin with? Meaning a lot more women should just be single. Yeah. Because a lot of solid leaders just are not choosing you. It's a bad decision. I said no. Just go from there.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I understand that part.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead, beautiful.
I was gonna ask Kimberly. So, would you recommend a man to get with a woman that's already presenting herself with these things, or a woman that he has to ask for or to teach to do these things?
That depends on where he is in life. I mean, if you feel like being a teacher, go for it. But not everybody's majoring in education and feels like dealing with that. And so, if that's not where you are, then don't sign up for that. But don't sign up for it and then be mad because that's where you are.
Now, do you
I
think
would
that
say, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I like what you said that men should just step up and be the leader. You're the leader, then do it. Now, as a woman, I don't know how old you are, but can you say that most black women know how to be followers? Or I would say just most women. We say black women. So you're saying no, most women don't know how to be followers.
No.
So it doesn't matter how good of a leader that man may be if most women aren't taught or don't know how to be followers. So we need more women like you or whoever that knows how to be a follower to a good leader to let these women know that hey, you should be a follower. There's nothing wrong with being a follower to a good man.
No, once she ages out, she is who she is, bro.
Yeah.
Facts. Oh yeah, of course. Of
Yeah.
course. That's why I said teach the young woman though. They need to teach the young woman this, not the old woman.
Teaching them. The women that don't know how to do this, or
The
the
aged out broad, yeah,
like
it's
who's
over
teaching
with. It's
them?
a wrap.
I'm saying just put the message out there in general because the thing is, the message is put out there, but it's on a small frame. You understand what I'm saying? I think more women need to push that message.
I don't
No,
think
More
it's,
women just need to push that message.
directly in the
it's
first.
over, bro.
Like the women are looking at submission
It's
as
over.
follow this man wherever he goes. Where I look at submission like, okay, I look at it as the actual word. It's the submission. Okay, this man comes up with a mission. I come in with the submissions. How are we going to accomplish this main mission, right?
Mm.
But that's not how it's being presented. These men are stepping up like, oh, you need to submit to me. Basically, do what I said do, instead of like the way that I'm
That
looking at
that
it. Oh,
that
And,
that's
and they ain't qualified. And they ain't qualified motherfuckers that you need to be fucking with.
Yeah.
But that don't make
it
sense. Oh, no. Hold on.
it depends because that's what submission is. Submission
No,
is do what
that
I say
doesn't
do.
make that doesn't make sense because so he unqualified, but you chose to get with him. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have it both ways. Either he was unqualified, so you never should have got with him in the first place, or he was qualified, and that's why you decided to pick him. Like which one is it? Either he unqualified or he qualified, and why you with him if he was unqualified?
Right, right.
Thank you.
because people make mistakes,
No,
right?
they
No, y'all
So
always say that.
just like you have to
Every
I don't think it shows up right at the first days. Like I don't know. Like maybe I'm off, but like I don't. It's not. I don't see it as something that shows up right away. Like I don't know, you just start to talk with a guy, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, he's a good leader, or no, he's not a good leader. It's after like you date him, I don't know, maybe like a couple months, and then you can figure that one out. Now, for sure, if it's like a long relationship, years and years and years, and you're still sticking with them, okay, fine, I'll give you that. Like, why you still with them, and you're saying he's not a good leader, but like when you're
y'all
just
know
getting
who
to
the
know each
core
other,
is of a guy when y'all first meet him.
sorry.
Y'all know who the core of who you are. Your personality, how it is that you move, based off of what you do for a living, how you communicate with people. Y'all know all of this stuff almost instantly when you meet him. You know who he is. You know whether or not women are attracted to him. You know whether or not people gonna follow him.
Y'all
Y'all
the
know
same
this
ones.
stuff.
They the same ones that fuck him that can walk in the door and say, "I'm gonna fuck him tonight," and make
Yeah,
that
they
shit
do.
happen.
They absolutely do. Y'all already know. Y'all just by interacting with him, you already know the nature of who this guy is.
Right.
So why y'all acting like y'all don't understand whether or not a guy's y'all don't know? Okay, so y'all can by default kick it with somebody, and within a day or two, you can't tell whether or not he a leader or a dude that you would want to get up under from a leadership perspective. Now, what it is that you decide to get with, you may get with him because he make you feel good or something like that. But y'all don't know by default the nature of a man that's a leader.
I feel like you can tell, especially like in conversation, but I think, like you said, as women, we kind of like overlook a lot of the red flags due
So
to
what are some
like
of
it's
y'all
like we're
qualifiers? What?
physically.
no,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no. Let her keep going. Let her keep going, bro. Let her
All
keep
right.
going.
I was just gonna say, yeah, like as women, I think that, I was just talking to a friend about this. Like, I really don't think it takes us as long as it really takes us to wake up. But I think in the midst of physical attraction, we overlook a lot of things because we're attracted to him instead of just, picking up on certain things that he's like, throwing out to us.
That's the problem right there. That's the
Yeah.
problem. They see it,
Yeah.
overlook it because they want to, and then it be too late by the time they be in love, and it just be like
Mm.
if they be stigmatized. You know what I'm saying? it'd be over with.
That's why it's hard for me to like believe, like, unfortunately well, not unfortunately, but I haven't, experienced it, but I've, a lot of women say, about the switch up of men and things like that. And I don't believe it's a switch up. I think it's just at a point that she realizes, and now the attraction has turned off, and now she's like, oh shit, he does have all these bad qualities, but it's not that he switched up. The bad qualities were always there. You just weren't paying attention because you were attracted to him.
There you go.
Well, see,
Sure.
now the bad qualities are negatively affecting her. So instead
Right.
of them being instead of them being at dinner and him ignoring the other girl calls for her, now he had dinner with somebody else and now he's ignoring her calls. So now she's just like,